Okay guys, today we are making a super easy, super quick pizza. I'm going to start showing you how to make the base and then we'll look at the toppings that are going to go onto it afterwards. We're going to need a few basic ingredients for this. We are going to need 200 grams of plain flour, half a packet of dried yeast, fast action yeast, 225 grams mils of water. We're going to need some olive oil, some salt, some granulated sugar. We'll need a little bit of extra flour for dusting on the table when we're kneading out, and we're also going to need some semolina, which we're going to use for our baking tray to stop our pizza base from sticking to the baking tray. So to start this, the first thing we need to do is put all of the flour into the mixing bowl. Half a packet of fast action yeast. We're going to use 1/2 teaspoon of salt and also 1/2 teaspoon of caster sugar. All that goes in to start out with, and we shall give that a bit of a mix. And next thing we're going to do is put a well in the centre of that bowl. Now, into that well, we are going to place 1 tablespoon of oil. I'm using olive oil. And we're also going to start putting in some of the water, not all of it. And we're going to start mixing from the centre, bringing that flour into the liquid, and it's going to start creating a dough in the centre. And what we're looking for is a nice stiff dough in the centre. When no more of the flour will mix into the water, we need to add a little bit more water. And then start mixing that extra water in, bringing the flour in into a dough in the centre. Again, when it won't take in any more of the dough, add a little bit more water, mix it around again, start getting some more of that flour mixed into the dough. Keep mixing, and no more mixing, more water. We don't want to put it all in at once, just in case we end up with a dough that ends up too runny. Okay, so we keep mixing that in, get all of that dough around the side in there. I'm just going to put a tiny bit more water in there. So I'm not actually using all my water. And it's picked up all the flour before I've used up all of the water. Okay, and that's my pizza dough in the centre. The next thing I'm going to do, get rid of my spoon. I'm going to put some flour on my work surface ready. I'm just going to get my hands in my bowl, and we're going to turn this out onto that flour. Okay, once you've got your dough out onto the table, and we've got the floured, a little bit of flour on top as well, and we are going to start kneading this. We're only going to knead it for about a minute. We just push and fold, push and fold, push and fold. We are going to place that into a bowl, cover it over with a dishcloth, over a tea towel. We're going to leave that there while we prepare the ingredients for our topping. I've got loads of choice for topping. I've got cheese, I've got pesto, olives, tomato puree and some mixed herbs. We can go for a sweet topping. We've got some chocolate spreads, some chocolate buttons. So now I've got my toppings ready. Just need to chop a few olives up. Okay, now we need to roll out our pizza base. So for this, I'm going to use a little bit of semolina on my work surface. That's going to stop it sticking to the work surface. Pizza base, and I'm going to start working it out into a circle. Put the semolina on it to stop it sticking. Okay, we've just got it stretched out. Put some semolina on our baking tray. Stop it sticking to this baking tray while it's cooking. Get your pizza base onto your baking tray. And this is where you're going to start putting all your toppings on. So I'm going to go a little bit unusual with my topping. I'm going to do a pesto based pizza. So for my topping, I'm actually going to use pesto. I'm going to get it all the way around, nice and even mix around it. And get some olives on there. And we're going to get some cheese on there as well. This isn't going to go straight in the oven. We're now going to leave this to give the dough a little bit more chance to rise while we tidy up. So this is your chance to do all your tidying up. Okay, once you've tidied up and washed up, it's time to get your pizza into the oven. It's going to go into the oven for about 10 to 15 minutes until we can see that the crust around the edge has got a nice crispy brown colour to it. And we'll come back in about 10 minutes time to see how that's done. Okay, after about 10 to 15 minutes it should be cooked. You should have a nice brown edge around the edge of your pizza. Your cheese should be bubbling on top. Your cheese should have also browned up a little bit as well, so let's have a check. There we go, that's perfect. Out on a cutting board. And cut, ready to serve. Cheese and olive pesto pizza.